Okay, this is my 2000 Ford F350 dually 7.3 liter turbo diesel international engine. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. In this video, as you noticed, right over my shoulder here, we have a nice fresh looking headlight. The headlight over on the passenger side is still how I purchased it. Old raggedy replacement of some kind probably, but 2-piece unit. Broken right here, and then the headlight unit right here, broken as well. Someone put a headlight, a different bulb in here, an LED bulb. I'm not down with that. I don't trust the reliability. As I'm turning it on, I had to flick it on and off multiple times for it to even stay on. Anyway, I already replaced this side. I went ahead and did it without filming just to make sure I could get everything properly set in there, and I'm happy with the fitment. Whenever I originally purchased it, I didn't know that there would be significant modification. You have to chop up the core support. Man, check out that chrome on my face. Whew. Anyway, apparently these are like Harley Davidson style headlights. As I'll show you in the next clip, when I take them out, how you have to trim around the core and then fasten them with your own hardware. Okay, I pulled the headlight out. There's just a couple clips on top like this that you just unpop. Mine was missing one, so only had one, and then the other one was just a ball and socket. And then there's something over here. Let's look at there was a couple bolt holes down here. All right, that one was already, this one here was already missing. I suspect it might be difficult to get to with the way the bumper is at. That one was just a Phillips screw that I took out. I took out all of the original panel clips and I put new ones, and I'll explain more later when I go back together with it. Anyway, this piece was already broken right here, and apparently that was this right here. I'm guessing that's another ball and socket, kind of like this right here that is supposed to come out with the ball. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't really care. The purpose of this video is to chop out a big square right here, because this new one-piece headlight, all right, it doesn't fit. If I try to squeeze it in there, there's about 3/4 inch to an inch gap, because all this stuff is in the way. So on this headlight over here, I used a Dremel and a rotary tool, and I'll show you a little bit. You see how there was some trimmings all the way around. See how close it is? I had to go all around the whole thing. All right, so trying to make a video to show other people how to do this so they're not too scared to get better vision, because all these old headlights are all broken and aimed improperly. You want a nice one-piece headlight so you can get some good vision. So, and they're cheap. I bought this set for $100, but there's a little bit of work to install it. So that's what we're doing right now. I decided to get out this piece right here, this cutoff wheel angle grinder. All right, because most people have one of these. Most people might not have a Dremel with a rotary bit. So I'm gonna see if I can't walk myself around like this right here, all the way down right there, across here. It's gonna be difficult to get to some spots, and down there. All right, so I don't know if I'm just gonna hold the camera and do it or what I'm gonna do, but what I probably should do first is mark it out with a marker, so I'm not trying to think about what I'm doing as I'm cutting. That would probably be a pro tip right there. So for video purposes and not trying to screw up on camera, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a marker and outline my cutouts. Alright, I'm glad I did that. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and cut, and I'll show you the results. Really, all it's going to be is me doing this. You really don't need to see it. If you really want to see more of my footage, then ask me for my PayPal, and you can support me by buying some videography equipment. I was able to get most of it out. Some of it I had to make a few extra cuts and squirrel out a little bit with pliers. I would definitely, that's from using the angle grinder. I would definitely recommend what on the other side. I used the Dremel with the rotary bit, and I didn't have any damage. I didn't have any mistakes. On this one, I did just barely tap the body right there, and I made an overcut right here, which pretty significant, but it's not gonna, the structure is still there, so I'm not worried about it. If I would have gone a little bit more, then I would fix it with some epoxy resin or something. And then there was a couple tiny nicks on the bumper, but they're gonna be, put a little dab of paint on all the nicks, and now it's time to, I roughed in, I'm gonna fix the electrical a little bit better, just roughed it in right now, just to see if I can squirrel this thing in now. So I put some different panel clips in here, and this is how it's gonna go. Let's see if it fits. So I'm gonna set the phone down so I don't mess anything up. Okay, so there's the finished product on both sides. Everything's working. I used these twist lock connectors, twist lock bolts. You don't have to use those. You could use regular bolts and regular clip nuts, but I had those laying around, and those things work awesome. And then on the underside, you see I have easy access to that one, and then this one there I get through the front up here. So that's all there is to it. There they are. All right, next I'm going to be putting this front hitch on. So I have to take the bumper off and install this front hitch behind the bumper.